What's up, beautiful people? Kirby Hasseman here again, trying to deliver you just a little bit more marketing joy. And today, I want to take on one of those sayings, one of those memes that you've probably seen all over the internet. I certainly have. It goes along with that sort of hustle and grind mentality. And if you know me, you know I'm a believer in working hard and hustling. But, I think sometimes sayings are too black and white. They're too simplistic. And this is one of them. It's one that says, look, if something's important to you, you'll find the time. If not, you'll find an excuse. I'm going to talk about why I don't like that saying very much and why we need to give ourselves a little bit grace. But if you're getting value out of these pieces of content, out of these videos, podcasts, please feel free to subscribe on the platform that you're listening to. It would really mean a lot to me. So let's dig in. Why I don't like that saying. If it's important to you, you'll find time. And if it's not, you'll find an excuse. Now, let me start by saying there's some truth to it, right? There's some truth to the idea that if you've watched every Netflix series, if you're sitting on the couch a lot, if you are not using that time to chase your goals or your dreams and try and create the life you want, then I think a little kick in the pants is probably necessary, right? And I think there is some truth to, you know what, sometimes I just need to work out in the morning, and if it's important to me, I will find a way. The problem is, I think by making it, that it's just black and white. You either do it and it's important to you and you don't and it's not. I don't know about you, but the older I get, the more black and white things are not. I live a lot in the gray. And this is one of those sayings that I think is like that. If you're a single mom trying to make ends meet and trying to get the kids to practice, if you are a busy executive, if you're an entrepreneur running multiple businesses, look, you got to make choices. And it doesn't mean that the thing that you didn't choose is not important at all. Maybe you're rooting for whatever it is, privately, but you can't be every place. And I think it's one of those things that says it's not that it isn't important. It's that you have to prioritize. And, it means that you have to choose the thing that you need to do right now that moves you closer to your goal or closer to the life you want. It's not an evil thing to make that choice. Let me give you an example. So many of you know, if you follow this channel, that my oldest daughter just got married. And that was an exciting day, right? And so during that same time, I was scheduled to go to SKU Camp, which is an event in our industry that I've been to from the very beginning. I've been to every one. I had not missed one. And I had to cancel going to that because of my daughter's wedding. Now, it doesn't mean that SKU Camp's not important to me. It's that I had to prioritize my daughter's wedding over top of it. And of course, I think most rational people would say, yeah, that makes sense. During that same weekend, my sister, Hillary, who's amazing, couldn't make it to my daughter's wedding. Now, based on this rule, then it's just not important to her. No, you need the context to understand that it was her daughter's senior homecoming. She needed to be there. There are times that it's one of those things where we're just trying to create a reason to be frustrated with people, and I just don't think it's very helpful. So both Hillary and I and the folks at Common SKU who had their conference, we were all at the thing that we should have been. It doesn't mean the thing that we didn't go to wasn't important. The other reason I don't like this saying is I think it plays into this culture right now that it's like everybody is looking to be pissed off about everything. And by saying, look, if it's not important to you, you won't make the time. It is really saying, look, you didn't choose my thing, so you must be an asshole. You must be a jerk because my thing is not important. That's just dumb. Like, the world doesn't revolve around me. And I think the sooner each of us understands that, the better the world is going to be. The other reason, and I want to quote John Acuff. John Acuff is a great speaker and a great writer. And in his book Soundtracks, he gave me this kind of module for like looking at different ideas, looking at different thought processes. And it's three simple questions, right? Is it true? Is it helpful? And is it kind? Now, he uses it in the parameters of the thoughts that play in your head, right? There are so many times during the day that we get a thought that runs through our head that's not true, it's not helpful, and it's not kind. But I think this is one of those moments, the idea that if it's not important to you, you'll make an excuse, right? Like, there's so many times where there are just priorities that take, a higher priority in your life. It's not true. it's not helpful and it's not kind. And so I think if you are, living through one of those moments where you have to make difficult decisions, my advice to you is simple. Give yourself grace. Make the best choices you can in this moment, and then do it again tomorrow. So I hope this has provided you a little bit of value and a little bit of entertainment today. That's what I'm trying to do a couple times a week. I've been putting out these new videos, these new podcasts on Tuesdays and Thursdays. If you are enjoying them, please feel free to subscribe in the platform of your choice, and I will keep them coming. Here's the thing, guys. Today, if you prioritize something, it is important to you. And so my goal for you is to prioritize the things that make the most sense today and get after it and start creating the life you want. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.